Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
Here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast for the evening and the overnight ahead. We'll lose the chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm by the mid-evening. Partly cloudy skies in place for the overnight, maybe some patchy fog here toward daybreak, as well as we drop out of the 80s into the lower 70s for your morning lows. We'll talk about weekend temperatures increasing into the mid-90s when we'll have our next elevated rain chances, and a look at high school football weather for tonight, all coming up. Your local weather live at 5 begins right now.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather live at 5.
Fred Gossett here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Thursday afternoon, live at 5 with your latest forecast update. A lot less in the way of showers and thunderstorms here for our Thursday, but we've had a couple of pop-ups. And with less rainfall across the area, that's meant more sunshine. We'll take a live look at the Arctic Air Skycam network to start things out here at 5 o'clock. And you see partly cloudy to partly sunny skies across the Tennessee Valley here on the live Arctic Air Skycam network. We have had a few pop-up isolated showers today, but much more isolated than the widespread rain and thunderstorms that we had across the area on our Wednesday. Here's a live look at Viper Live Doppler radar. We have a few light showers in southern parts of Lawrence, Wayne, and Hardin counties of Tennessee. We earlier had a little thunder shower just to the northeast of Waterloo, Alabama during the early to mid-afternoon. And other than that, the more widespread shower and thunderstorm activity is over in the southwest Tennessee, down in the north central Mississippi, and there are also showers and thunderstorms to the south of us. We've been into the upper 80s to low to mid 90s because of this for temperatures as we made our way through our Thursday afternoon. Satellite and radar composites showing the more widespread rain to the south and the southwest of us. There have been a few more thunder showers off to the north with this dying frontal boundary that will ease in here over the next day or two. So we do expect a few more isolated thunder showers for our Friday, but then that starts to sink off to the south for the weekend and barely a chance of rain. We'll talk about the details for the extended forecast here in just a moment. First off, high school football for tonight. We do have a few games out there. This forecast courtesy of Bank Independent. You'll be able to watch the Deschler and Mars Hill game on the X Sports Network thanks to Bank Independent. That starts at 7 o'clock tonight. Kickoff temperature 85 degrees with partly cloudy skies and just a slight chance of a stray shower or maybe a rumble of thunder. I think weather's going to be fine for the high school football games tonight as temperatures drop out of the 80s into the 70s here as we get toward fourth quarter by the mid to late evening. Showers and thunderstorms still around, but much more isolated here once again for our Friday. And then that boundary gradually sinks through. We're mostly rain-free for Saturday and Sunday, but I'm not brave enough to go with the 0% chance of rain. So just a stray thunder shower in the forecast, chance of rain about 10% each day, Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures are going to be coming up as an upper level ridge of high pressure builds. Will be back into the middle 90s as we head into early next week. Thunderstorms still isolated across the area Monday into Tuesday, but by the second half of the week, things are going to be changing just a little bit here. We go from our big upper level ridge across the central and eastern parts of the United States by the beginning of the week. As we head through the week, and what will likely be Hurricane Erin pulling up the western Atlantic, we'll also see that upper ridge break down and shift into the western United States, giving us a trough of low pressure here as we get toward Thursday and Friday. That's going to mean the heat ridge breaking down, afternoon highs getting back to the 80s for next Thursday and Friday, and also likely shower and thunderstorm chances increasing by the middle and latter part of next week. You can see the temperature trend here the next 7 days, low to mid 90s all the way through Tuesday and even Wednesday. And then the upper level heat ridge breaks down. The front sinks in here. Midpoint average for Thursday is 89. It may be mid to upper 80s as we head toward Friday of next week. But before then, mid 90s likely, and heat index values the next couple days Sorry about that. My batteries died in the middle of the broadcast here, so I'm going to finish the weathercast off screen and just work through the graphics here. So next 7 days, we're looking at low to mid 90s across the area, and that heat ridge breaking down as we get toward the second half of the week, likely into the mid to upper 80s by next Thursday and next Friday. We are watching the tropics as well. We have a couple areas of interest. First off, Tropical Storm Erin out in the central Atlantic. Still a tropical storm, but it is starting to strengthen. Maximum sustained winds up to 60 miles per hour, moving west at 17. We do expect it to become a hurricane at some point tomorrow. The core central circulation likely to stay north of the Leeward Islands, likely to stay north of Puerto Rico, but there could be some squally weather there, maybe some tropical storm force wind gusts, but the higher impact will stay north of the islands. And then we're still expecting the northward turn as we head late weekend into early next week, staying east of the Bahamas and likely shooting the gap there between the east coast of the United States and Bermuda, recurving northward in the open western Atlantic. There will still be some wave action and high rip currents along the east coast, but as of now, we still don't see a direct strike from Erin likely on the eastern seaboard, but we'll certainly be watching in the days ahead. We are also watching this little disturbance in the southwest Gulf here, the Bay of Campeche. It does have a low pressure with it in the lower levels, and thunderstorms have been somewhat holding together, so I can't completely rule out a short-lived tropical depression or maybe even a lower-end tropical storm forming out of this before it moves into northern Mexico. The main threat, regardless of whether it develops into an official tropical system or not, will mainly be heavy rainfall for northern Mexico and southern Texas. This will not be a threat to the northern Gulf Coast or the Tennessee Valley, regardless of whether or not it develops, and we don't expect it to become a major system, which is certainly good news. Your forecast for tonight, weather where you live, showers and thunderstorms isolated into the evening, but then they're going to be fading away with the loss of daytime heating. Overnight lows into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Your Bank Independent 7-day forecast, zone by zone, starting with southern Middle Tennessee. Isolated thunderstorms possible on your Friday. There won't be too many of them, though. Mostly sunny otherwise, with daytime highs into the lower 90s. A stray thunder shower can't be ruled out over the weekend, but most of us likely to be dry. Daytime highs in the low to mid 90s once again. Maybe a touch warmer by Monday with isolated thunder showers possible. Notice rain chances going up toward the middle and latter part of next week, and daytime highs dropping by next Thursday into the upper 80s. Your 7-day forecast for northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi. A few isolated thunderstorms possible for your Friday. Once again, daytime highs lower 90s. Mid to maybe upper 90s as we head through the weekend into early next week. Just a few isolated thunder showers around early next week. Most of us dry for the weekend in northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi. Just a 10% chance of a stray thunder shower. Rain chances going up by next Wednesday, and especially next Thursday as that upper level heat ridge breaks down. We'll get another front sinking in here, dropping to near 90 by next Thursday, and I think we'll be back to the 80s over the shoals and adjacent areas as we head toward the end of next week. Your Bank Independent 7-day forecast for the Huntsville metro area, including Athens and Decatur, Alabama. It's more of the same. Low to mid 90s here through the weekend and early next week. Isolated thunderstorms here Friday. Maybe a stray one Saturday and Sunday. Rain chances isolated but ticking up a little bit the first half of next week. Better rain chances as the upper level heat ridge breaks down toward next Wednesday and next Thursday, especially as daytime highs next Thursday get back to the upper 80s. There's a look for a Bank Independent 7-day forecast for all of the Tennessee Valley. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.